What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ, and today I'm here to talk about nerfing UI Goku. Now this character is just stupid. I don't think he's like overpowered, honestly, but he has too many strong tools in his arsenal to be the way he is. Like he's great. Like he is a really good character. And funnily enough, people are actually dropping him, or like top players are actually not really playing him. I think mainly because they're not in like a tournament setting, honestly. They don't need to really worry about it. Like Goichi has picked up Captain Ginyu, and so, you know, everybody's following suit that is a diehard Goichi fan. They will, you know, play Captain Ginyu and try to get good with Captain Ginyu, not knowing Captain Ginyu is hard to use. Whereas somebody like UI Goku, a lot of us felt like when he was going to come out, he was going to be really hard to play. A lot of us thought he was going to be a stance character, and he isn't really. He's just really just good. And honestly, he's kind of basic in a lot of ways. Like, his damage output is really stupid, but you don't need to do anything fancy to get that damage. And mainly this all comes from, honestly, just his light version of his God Punch, or whatever it's called. That the damage extensions that you can get off of that is just crazy. So essentially what I wanted to talk about today is how I would personally nerf UI Goku because of how stupid he is and the damage that he puts out. Because it's okay to have that much damage, but it's not okay for him to be so safe doing some of the things that he does, even though that's his style of character. You know, in the show he dodges everything and he's able to block everything. He can just do whatever, essentially. So it kind of makes sense, right? But at the same time, this is a fighting game, and a fighting game needs to be balanced. And for me, the one thing that I would fix on this character personally for me is honestly his EX quarter circle back. Like, that move is so dumb. If you didn't know, it is -5 on block. Granted, like, you know, you can't really do too much except for backdash, and you can vanish afterwards. You're not very safe after it. But the thing is, like, you can just kind of throw this move out, and like you can even do it just multiple times in a row, and your opponent just has to kind of take it, because if they try to punish you for it again, you can just do it again and again, and you know, you're safe because it's -5. Granted, once you hit like the ground or whatever, it's -10, but that's all it takes, because it recovers way after that, or way before that -10. It recovers way before it. Obviously his light punch, that, like I said, it's plus on block, which is good, because I think a lot of characters need something that is plus on block. But I think just the damage that it gives this character is so stupid. Like, the fact that I feel like you can continue his pressure so much after that God Punch, that is just so freaking stupid. Like, I just can't deal with how good that move is. And then, of course, obviously he has his 2H, which is ridiculous. There's not much they can do to it but give it more landing recovery, maybe, because honestly, after you do it, you are free to do whatever. Like, you can vanish, you can cancel into other moves, you can backdash or back full, or instant air dash forward. It's just too safe. It is just too safe, because you throw it out there. There's not many characters that can punish after he throws it out. So it needs, like, I don't know, it needs more landing recovery. His 5L, the range on it might need to be reduced. It is a 7-frame jab, and you know, that's not very traditional for most characters within the game. A 7-frame jab means you are getting beat out most of the time, but because so many people are comfortable throwing this out, because it's very, one, active, and two, because it has the range, it feels like it's just a really good jab. So I think the range on it might need to go down a little bit more, but other than that, that's like his only normal that I feel like is just too crazy. Obviously, the second light in his string, that low crushes, so you can't do a low on this move, and I think that's perfectly fine. Bardock's auto combo hasn't gotten nerfed at all, so I don't think his auto combo really needs to get nerfed. It's just this first jab, man. The fact that it goes so far, kind of reminiscent of GT Goku's jab. GT Goku obviously has a jab that just goes really far, and is very active, especially when he first came out. Obviously they nerfed that, so I can easily see them doing the same with UI Goku's jab. So personally, this character would suffer maybe a little bit from that. Maybe even if they turned it into an 8-framer, then it would definitely feel crazy, but that would be way too much for a jab, right? But other than that, his other moves, I don't think any of his dashing moves, like his EX dash or the light dash or medium dash, I don't think these need any work at all, because personally I don't think they're that good. Granted, they do have some invincibility, but most of the time your opponent is already hitting you before you even throw this move or get this move out there. So again, I don't think that needs any work. His 6H, once again, also fine to me, because the startup of it isn't as good as, say, like his DP or something like that. But it's not frame 1, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. His counter, it needs less active frames. Definitely needs less active frames. This move is stupid. I hate it. You try to bait it out, and by the time you're trying to bait it out, you're getting hit by it, because you're like, damn, why did it last so freaking long? So for it to be just a level 1 counter, I feel like it needs to be way less active, like way less active. And then honestly, last but not least, for buffing or for nerfing this character, let's talk about the elephant in the room. His freaking wake up, his new wake up option. This character has some of the most unique things in fighting games, period. And this new wake up option is one of them. Like, there's no reason for this new wake up option to, obviously it acts like a DP, so if you block it, you can punish them. But the fact of the matter is that you can go from counter, or from that new wake up option, to counter, and that's not okay. Like, the fact that people use that option more than they use his actual DP is a problem. Granted, I hate his down S, because it is the most awkward, it's the most awkward DP I have ever seen in a game. I don't like that motion at all. A lot of times I accidentally get something entirely different rather than the actual DP, but the fact that people use his new wake up option more than his actual DP is a problem, because his DP is the same thing. You can go from the DP straight into the counter as well, but most people will choose to go in for the wake up option because, one, it's harder to look out for, because you just don't know if your opponent is going to do it, and it almost creates a mind game. I think if they took away the counter from being able to wake up and then do your counter with that move, then it would make his actual DP more viable, because for now most people use his actual DP as a combo extension for more damage for their TODs or their TOD confirms, and that's not okay because of what this character has. Like, they gave him basically almost 3 DPs, one with his EX flip. That move, it's not frame 1, but it definitely can catch you and seem like it is. So that's damn near DP. It's a counter, it's a DP, but it feels like a DP. Obviously his down S is a DP as well. And then after that we have his new wake up option, which is essentially a DP. And that is not okay. He has way too many options there. And the fact that his new wake up tech option has the ability to go for that counter, if you're going to, the best option, let me tell you how to defeat it. The best option is to 2H it if you know they're going to do it. But obviously you don't always know they're going to do it, so always safe jump against UI Goku. And then of course, if they throw it out there and they have a bar, you might want to wait for that counter, but you then risk losing your turn if they decided that they want to take their turn back. So you have to be on your toes when it comes down to that new tech option. Like, you really have to be on your toes, because if you're not, then you again will lose your turn, and that's not okay. But I think, again, if they just completely took away the ability to throw out your counter after using that new tech option, people will start using it less, and then you have more room for the DP to come out, and more people will use the DP. And again, you can use the DP straight into the counter just like you would. You actually have to like input your DP, or you have to input your counter and the DP damn near at the same time. So it's harder to even get out the counter after doing your DP, because you know there's more frames on it. So just taking it away from that new tech option would be lovely, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. But I feel like that is most things that I would nerf about this character. He has great normals, and I don't think any of those truly need to be nerfed, except for his 5L. Just give it a little bit less range, and I think he'll be okay. Still be pretty strong. His EX counter, that could use some work, like as in a nerf. Obviously his new wake up tech option to me is the biggest nerfable thing on him. It's just so stupid. And yeah, like, this character is really dumb, really good, and is a menace to the online society, especially right now if you have to face people with really bad internet connection. So yeah, but anyways guys, what do you think about UI Goku? How would you choose to nerf him if it was your choice to nerf him? I always said I wanted this character to be OP. Basically every character that is DLC, I want them to be overpowered, because at first it was we need more character variety because GT Goku was running things in season 2. Now it's just I want more characters to be top tier, because it makes for a funner game. It still gives us that character variety, and it allows us to see more things and how different things can work with different characters. But anyways guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for you. Peace out.